Come, my child. Come away from the noise for a moment. Find a place to be still, and let my voice be the only sound you hear. I am so glad you are here with me. There is a reason you sought out this quiet moment tonight. It is because you are tired. But it is a specific kind of tired, isn't it? It is the deep, aching weariness of a person who has been carrying far too much for far too long. You've carried so much. I want you to know that I see it. I truly see it. Others may look at you and see someone who is strong, capable, and has it all together. They may see your smile and hear your cheerful words and have no idea of the reality that lies beneath. But I see past all of that. I see you, and I see the weight. I see it in the way you hold your shoulders, just a little bit too high, a little bit too tense, as if constantly braced for the next thing to be placed upon them. I see the invisible backpack you carry, filled with stones of worry and responsibility that you have collected along your journey. I see the fine lines of fatigue around your eyes, lines etched not just by a lack of sleep, but by a lack of peace. I see the toll it has taken. I see the weight of your responsibilities, the endless lists that run through your mind, work to be done, bills to be paid, people to care for, meals to be made. You feel like the hub of a wheel, and if you stop spinning, everything will fall apart. You carry the burden of being the dependable one, the strong one, the one who fixes things. And it is so heavy. I see the weight of other people's pain. Because your heart is so good, you do not just sympathize with those you love. You carry their sorrows with them. Their anxieties become your anxieties. Their heartbreaks become your heartbreaks. You have absorbed so much of the world's sadness, and it has saturated your own spirit, leaving you feeling heavy and grey. I see the weight of your own past, the regrets that cling to you like a damp, cold cloak, the shame over past mistakes that you have never quite been able to shake, the what-ifs and if-onlys that play on a loop in the quiet moments, each one adding another small but significant weight to the load you bear. I see the weight of your secrets, the fears you have never spoken aloud, the secret struggles you face in the dark, the parts of yourself you hide from the world, convinced that no one would understand, or that they would love you less if they knew. The energy it takes to hide these things, to carry them in silence, is immense. I see all of it, my child. Nothing is hidden from me, and my heart is not filled with disappointment that you are struggling. It is not filled with judgment that you haven't been able to handle it all with perfect ease. My heart is filled with a profound and tender compassion, a deep, aching love for you in your weariness. Tonight, we are not going to ignore the weight. We are not going to pretend it doesn't exist. We are going to honor it. We are going to acknowledge the incredible strength you have shown just by carrying it this far. You have been so strong. You have been so resilient. You have been so faithful. But even the strongest shoulders were not designed to carry the world. Even the most resilient spirit needs a place to rest. Even the most faithful heart needs to be held. So let's begin here. Just by acknowledging the truth. You have carried so much. I see it. I know it. And I love you for the beautiful, tired, strong soul that you are. And now, because I love you, I want to invite you to finally set it down. My beloved, now that we have acknowledged the truth of this great weight you have been carrying, I want to give you a gift. It is the gift of a sacred, holy, and complete permission. The permission to set it all down, right now. For so long, your hands have been clenched. Your fists have been tight, gripping onto the straps of your burdens, believing that if you let go, even for a second, everything will crash to the ground. You have been holding on with a white-knuckled grip, and your hands are cramping, your arms are shaking, and your soul is exhausted from the strain. I am here to tell you that you can open your hands now. You can let go. The world will not stop turning. The sky will not fall. I am here to catch it all. I want you to do this with me, as an act of faith, in the quiet of your own heart. Picture all those burdens we just spoke of, the heavy backpack of your responsibilities, the cloak of past regrets, the stones of other people's pain. Picture yourself standing, straining under this immense load. Now, hear my voice, the voice that calmed the storm and stilled the seas, as I speak this permission directly to you. You have permission to set down the burden of being the strong one. You do not have to hold everyone else up tonight. You do not have to have all the answers. You do not have to be the rock. Tonight, I will be your rock. You have permission to be tired, to be weak, to be the one who needs support. So, in your mind, let that burden slide from your shoulders. Let it thud softly onto the ground at my feet. You have permission to set down the burden of tomorrow. All the worries, all the plans, all the anxieties about what might or might not happen. You have worked on them enough for today. You cannot solve tomorrow's problems with today's weary mind. That is a task for me. So, gather up all those tangled thoughts of the future and place them gently on the ground. Release them. You have permission to set down the burden of yesterday. The mistakes, the shame, the guilt. They have been your companions for too long. My forgiveness is a deep and wide ocean, and it has already washed those things away. You are the only one still carrying them. It is time to believe in my grace. Let go of that heavy bag of regrets. Let it fall. You are forgiven. You are clean. You have permission to set down the burden of what others think, the endless effort of managing their perceptions of you, the fear of disappointing them, the weight of their expectations. It is a suffocating load. You are seen and loved by me, and in this moment, that is the only opinion that matters. Take off that heavy mask of performance and lay it down. What are you left with? As you let these burdens fall, one by one, what do you feel? Perhaps a sense of lightness. Perhaps a sense of fear, of vulnerability. That's okay. It feels strange at first, to be unburdened. It is a freedom your soul has forgotten. Your hands are empty now. They are no longer clenched. They are open. For the first time in a long time, they are free. Free not to carry, but to receive. This is not an act of irresponsibility. It is an act of profound trust. It is you acknowledging that you were never meant to carry all this on your own. It is you finally accepting the help that I have been offering you all along. By setting these things down at my feet, you are not abandoning them. You are transferring them to the one who is most capable of handling them. You are entrusting them to my care, and I will take them. I will gladly take them. My shoulders are broad enough. My hands are strong enough. My grace is sufficient enough. So let the ground around you be filled with all the things that have been weighing you down. Look at them there. They seem smaller, less intimidating, now that they are outside of you. And now, turn your back on them. You do not need to look at them anymore tonight. Their power over you is broken. You have set it all down. You are standing here, lighter, freer, with empty, open hands. And now, you are ready for the next step. You are ready for me to not just take your burdens, but to take you. My child, Now that you have given yourself the sacred permission to let go, now that the straps are no longer cutting into your shoulders, I want to lead you somewhere, a place where you can truly feel the reality of this release. The ground where you stand in your daily life is hard and unforgiving. When you set a burden down there, it makes a loud, crashing noise, and you are tempted to pick it right back up again. But the place I have for you is different. Come with me. Let your spirit follow my voice. We are stepping away from the paved roads of responsibility and the noisy streets of expectation. We are walking down a quiet, hidden path. The air here is cooler, cleaner. It smells of pine needles and damp earth. The only sounds are the soft crunch of our footsteps on the path and the distant whisper of a gentle wind through the trees. This is the path to a sanctuary I have prepared just for your weary soul. Here we are, we have arrived. Look around you. We are standing in a small, ancient clearing, a circle of sacred ground surrounded by tall, silent redwood trees that stand like loving, ancient sentinels. They have been here for centuries, watching the world change, and their presence is one of deep, unshakable peace. They form a living wall, protecting this space from the rest of the world. No noise can get in. No demand can reach you here. This is a holy refuge. The light here is soft and green, filtered through the high canopy of leaves, dappling the ground in gentle, moving patterns. It is a light that does not expose or judge. It is a light that soothes and cales. And the ground, look at the ground. It is not hard-packed dirt. It is a thick, lush carpet of deep green moss and centuries of fallen pine needles, softer than any blanket, more welcoming than any bed. This is holy ground, made soft for the weary. This is a place designed for unloading. Now, let us deal with the burdens you have just set down. Even though you have let them go, they are still there, in a pile at your feet. Let's not leave them there. I want you to feel the finality of this release. One by one, I want you to pick them up for the very last time. But this time, you are not picking them up to carry them. You are picking them up to bury them. First, pick up that heavy, jagged stone of your past regrets. Feel its familiar, painful weight in your hands one last time. Acknowledge the sorrow it represents. And now, turn to the soft earth. With your hands easily push aside the moss and the soft soil. It yields with no effort. Dig a small hole and place that stone inside. As you cover it with the rich, dark earth, I want you to hear my words of absolution. As far as the east is from the west, so far have I removed your transgressions from you. Your past is now buried in the soil of my infinite grace. It will not be dug up again. It will become part of the earth, nourishing the roots of the great trees around us. It is gone. Now, reach for that tangled, chaotic net of your anxieties about the future. All the what-ifs, all the fears. Hold it in your hands. It feels electric with nervous energy. You have been caught in this net for so long. But now, look. In the center of our clearing, a gentle, smokeless fire is burning. It is the fire of my holy presence. It does not consume what is good, but it purifies all that is not. I want you to walk to this fire and, with a prayer of trust, cast that entire tangled net into the flames. Watch as it is instantly consumed. See the frantic energy turn to harmless, glowing embers that quickly fade to nothing. My fire has burned away your fear of tomorrow. I am the God who is already there, and my presence is a consuming fire to all anxiety. Next, find the heavy, burdensome mask of the strong one. The mask of performance. It feels cold and impersonal in your hands. It carries the memory of 1,000 forced smiles. Thank it for the service it tried to provide, and then lay it at the base of one of the ancient redwood trees. Let it lean against the bark. Watch as the moss begins to slowly, gently grow over it. The living, breathing creation of your God is reclaiming this false thing. It is being absorbed back into the landscape of peace, its power to define you now completely gone. You are free to be your true, vulnerable, beautiful self. And finally, what of all the other burdens? The small pebbles of daily irritation, the heavy weight of responsibility, the sorrows of others you have tried to carry. Gather them all in your arms, all of them, and walk to the edge of the clearing. You didn't notice it before, but there is a great, deep chasm there. A canyon so deep you cannot see the bottom. It is the canyon of my sovereignty, the depth of my capacity to handle all things. With a great sigh of release, a shout if you need to, I want you to hurl all of it, all the remaining weight, into that chasm. Do not listen for them to land. They will fall forever and be lost in the vastness of my power and my care. Now, turn around. Look at our clearing. It is empty. The ground is soft and clear. The fire burns gently. The trees stand watch. The only thing left here is you and me. You are empty-handed. You are light. You are free. This is the state in which I can finally hold you. The unloading is complete. Now, the embrace can begin. Rest here for a moment in this new, clean emptiness. Feel the space. Feel the freedom. You have truly let it go. My precious child, as you stand in this quiet, unburdened clearing, I want to talk to you about one of the burdens you just released, because it is often the most noble, and therefore the most difficult to let go of. It is the burden of responsibility, the weight of being the one who is always in charge. You are so good at this. You are the planner, the provider, the problem solver, the protector. You are the one who remembers the birthdays, who pays the bills on time, who knows what to do in a crisis. People depend on you, and you have taken that role seriously. You have carried it with a strength and a dignity that is truly beautiful to me. It is a reflection of my own character, my own care for my creation. Your desire to be responsible is a good and holy thing, but a good thing can become a crushing thing when it is not surrendered to me. Your sense of responsibility was meant to be a partnership with me, not a replacement for me, and over time, you have slowly, subtly, taken more and more of the weight onto your own shoulders. You have started to believe the lie that if you don't do it, it won't get done. That if you don't hold it all together, everything will fall into chaos. You have become a lonely atlas, trying to hold up your own small world, and your knees are buckling. The exhaustion you feel is the direct result of trying to do my job. I see you late at night, your mind still churning, going over logistics, making plans, trying to anticipate every possible problem. You are trying to be sovereign over your life. But there is only one sovereign, my child, and he is not tired. He is not overwhelmed. I see you when you take on the emotional labor for everyone around you. You feel responsible for their happiness, for their choices, for their well-being. You mediate the arguments, you soothe the hurt feelings, you try to fix their lives. But you were never meant to be the savior of your family or your friends. There is only one Savior, and He has already done the work. This is what it means to live under the law, instead of under grace. The law says, it is all up to you. Grace says, I have done it all for you. Now walk with me in it. You have been living under the relentless law of self-reliance, and it is a merciless taskmaster. So tonight, as you stand here with the weight of responsibility finally off your shoulders, I want you to redefine the word. Being responsible does not mean carrying everything yourself. True, spiritual responsibility means knowing what is yours to carry and what is mine. And your primary responsibility, the one that comes before all others, is to stay connected to me, to abide in me, to trust me. Your responsibility is to let me be God. Let's re-examine your role. You are not the general manager of the universe, or even of your own life. You are my beloved child. You are not the foundation of your family's security. You are a pillar that is held up by me, the true foundation. You are not the source of the provision. You are a steward of the provision that flows from me. Do you see the difference? It is a shift from pressure to peace, from striving to trust, from carrying to being carried. When you release the ultimate responsibility to me, it does not mean you become passive or lazy. It means you are free to do your part with joy and lightness, instead of with anxiety and fear. You can love your family freely, without the pressure of having to fix them. You can work diligently at your job, without your identity being tied to the outcome. You can plan for the future, without being strangled by the need to control it. You are free to be a human being again, not a human doing. So let that feeling sink in. The feeling of being relieved of duty. You are off the clock. The Commander-in-Chief has told you to stand down. He has the watch for the rest of the night. All the things you were worrying about, all the people you were trying to manage, all the problems you were trying to solve, they are all now in my hands. And my hands are infinitely more capable than yours. So breathe. Take a deep, relieved breath. The breath of a person who has just handed in the most difficult project of their life. The breath of a soldier who has just been told the war is over. You have been a good and faithful steward of your responsibilities. And now, your loving Father is telling you that your responsibility for tonight is simply this: to rest, to be quiet, and to get ready to be held. My child, as you stand in this quiet, unburdened clearing, having laid down the heavy mantle of responsibility, there is another weight, a more ghostly one, that I want to help you release completely. It is the weight of what has been. It is the burden of your own history. You have already buried the stone of regret, but this is something deeper. It is the entire landscape of your past, a country that you keep revisiting in your mind, a place that drains the life from your present moment. You carry your past like a shadow that follows you everywhere. In moments of joy, it whispers, "This won't last." In moments of success, it reminds you of past failures to keep you from feeling too proud. In moments of peace, it dredges up old anxieties and hurts, poisoning the well of your tranquility. This shadow is heavy. It has been your constant companion, and you are so tired of its company. Let's look at this shadow together, here in the gentle, safe light of our sanctuary. What is it made of? It is made of your mistakes, yes. The choices you wish you could unmake, the words you wish you could unsay. These moments replay in your mind, not as simple memories, but as active accusers. They are the evidence the enemy uses to build a case against you, to argue that you are unworthy of love, unworthy of peace. Every time you engage with these memories, you are allowing the prosecution to present its case again. and you are acting as your own judge, jury, and executioner, sentencing yourself to another round of guilt and shame. The shadow is also made of the hurts others have inflicted upon you, the betrayals, the abandonments, the unkindnesses. These are not your fault, but you carry them nonetheless. You carry them like old wounds that have never properly healed. They are tender to the touch, and the memory of them can send a fresh jolt of pain through you, even years later. You have built walls around your heart to protect yourself from being hurt like that again. But the walls themselves have become a prison, keeping you from giving and receiving love freely. The weight of these old wounds has made your heart cautious and heavy, and the shadow is made of a general, formless nostalgia, a longing for what was. A time when things were simpler, when people you loved were still with you, when you felt younger and more hopeful. This longing can be a sweet sorrow, but it can also be a powerful anchor, holding you in a past that no longer exists, preventing you from embracing the life that is right in front of you now. My beloved, listen to me. I am the God of the living, not the God of the dead. I am the God of the eternal now. When I came to make all things new, that promise was not just for the future. It was for your present, and it was for your past. Through my death and resurrection, I have the power to redeem your history. To redeem means to buy back, to reclaim. It does not mean to erase, but to give new meaning. I want you to see your past not as a shadow that follows you, but as a path that has led you here, to me. Every wrong turn, every stumble, every painful stone on that path I was there. And I have the power to weave all of it, even the darkest threads, into a story of grace. The very mistakes you are so ashamed of are the things that have taught you your need for me. The very hurts that have broken your heart have softened it and made you more compassionate. The story is not over, and I am the master author, capable of creating a beautiful narrative out of a chaotic history. So tonight, let's perform a holy act of release. I want you to see that shadow of your past. See it stretching out behind you, and I want you to see me standing before you as the light of the world. Now, turn around and face me fully. As you turn toward me, the source of all light, what happens to the shadow? It falls behind you. You can no longer see it. The closer you get to me, the more my light envelops you, and the more insignificant the shadow becomes. It cannot exist in the full brightness of my presence. Your past is not your identity. Your mistakes do not define you. Your wounds do not have the final say. Your identity is in me. You are a new creation. The old has gone, the new is here. This is not just a poetic idea. It is a spiritual reality. I am asking you tonight to believe it, to live in it, to rest in it. So let go of the need to analyze your past. Let go of the need to understand all of its whys. Let go of the ghosts. Turn your face to me. Let my light warm your skin. Let my love define your present. And let me handle the redemption of your yesterday. It is safe with me. The weight is lifted. Your history is now in the hands of the one who can make all things new. Rest in that freedom, my precious one, now that we have faced the shadows of the past and placed them behind you. In my light, there is another, opposite direction your tired mind tends to travel. It is forward into the unwritten lands of the future, and this journey is just as exhausting. You are carrying the heaviness of what might be. Anxiety is the name for this burden, and it is a strange and heavy armor. You put it on every day, believing it will protect you. You think that if you worry enough, if you anticipate every possible negative outcome, if you mentally prepare for every disaster, you will somehow be safer. You wear the heavy helmet of what if. You carry the dense shield of worst-case scenarios. You wield the sharp sword of planning for every contingency. And you wonder why you are so tired, why you can barely move. It is the armor, it is the heaviness of what might be. I see you as you lie in the dark, your mind racing into tomorrow. You see a difficult conversation on the horizon, and you practice it a dozen times, your heart pounding with each imagined response. You see a financial uncertainty, and you follow its path to ruin and destitution. You see a potential health scare, and you are already grieving a loss that has not happened. You are fighting battles in a phantom war, and you are suffering real casualties: your peace, your joy, your strength, and your sleep. The future is a mist. I designed it that way. I hold it in my hand, and I reveal it to you one day at a time, one step at a time. This is not to be cruel. It is an act of immense kindness. If you were to see all the joys and all the sorrows of your entire life at once, it would be too much for your heart to bear. I give you your life in daily portions, each with its own measure of grace, sufficient for that day alone. When you worry, you are attempting to steal from my storehouse of grace. You are trying to take tomorrow's grace and apply it to today's fears, but it doesn't work that way. Grace is a fresh provision, like manna in the wilderness. It is given for the now, and by trying to live in tomorrow's fears, you miss the peace and the presence that are available to you right now. So tonight, let's take off that heavy armor of anxiety. It has not protected you, it has only imprisoned you. Let's do it piece by piece. First, take off the helmet of what if. It is so loud inside that helmet, isn't it? The cacophony of imagined disasters. Lift it off your head. Let the quiet air of this sacred place soothe your mind. Hand the helmet to me. I will replace it with the helmet of salvation, the secure knowledge that your ultimate future is safe with me, no matter what happens in this temporary world. Now, unbuckle the heavy breastplate of control, the belief that if you just manage everything perfectly, you can prevent all pain. It has been constricting your breathing, squeezing your heart. Let it fall to the ground. It is an illusion. I am the only one in control, and my control is born of perfect love and perfect wisdom. Let me be your shield. My faithfulness is your protection, not your frantic planning. And finally, lay down the sword of endless scenario planning. Your mind is weary from swinging it at shadows. Let your hands be empty. Let them be open. Hands that are empty are hands that are ready to receive the gifts of the present moment. They are ready to be held. I know the fear that comes with this. If I don't worry, who will? If I am not anxious, am I being irresponsible? This is the lie that keeps you in bondage. Worry is not a productive activity. It does not change the future. It only ruins the present. Trust is the truly productive act. Trusting me, releasing the future into my hands, is the wisest, most responsible thing you can do. It frees you to love, to serve, and to live with a light heart today. So let go of the future. All of it. The next 5 minutes. The next day. The next year. Your entire life. Picture it as a long, unopened scroll. You have been desperately trying to unroll it, to read ahead. But tonight, I want you to see that the scroll is safe in my hands. I am its keeper. I am its author. And the story I am writing for you is one of hope and of a future filled with my goodness. You do not need to know the details. You only need to know the author. And the author loves you with an everlasting love. Let that truth be enough. Let it be the anchor for your soul. The armor is off. The future is in my hands. You are standing here, present, in this moment, with me, and you are safe. Now, rest. Rest from the phantom war. Rest in the peace of the present moment. My beloved child, as you stand in this holy quiet, having laid down the burdens of your past and future, there is another category of weight I want to address with a special tenderness. It is the weight of the burdens you carry in secret. These are often the heaviest of all, because their weight is multiplied by the exhausting effort of hiding them. You have been carrying them in the dark, silent chambers of your own heart, and the isolation has been profound. Perhaps it is a secret shame, a mistake you have never told another living soul. You live in quiet terror of being discovered, of having it brought into the light. You have convinced yourself that it is unforgivable, that if anyone knew, if I knew, they would turn away in disgust. This secret has become a warden in the prison of your own heart, dictating your choices, stealing your joy, and keeping you from true intimacy with others and with me. The strain of upholding this secret, of constantly being on guard, is a weariness that goes down to your very bones. Or perhaps your secret is not a shame, but a sorrow. A deep, private grief that you feel no one would understand. A loss that the world has deemed you should be over by now, so you have stopped speaking of it. A quiet ache for a dream that died. A hope that was deferred until your heart grew sick from the waiting. You carry this sorrow like a fragile glass figurine, hidden away from the world. But its sharp edges press against your soul day and night. You smile, you function, you go through the motions, but inside you are carrying a funeral procession in your heart. Maybe the secret is a fear, a deep, irrational, or perhaps ultra-rational fear that you are afraid to voice. A fear of illness, a fear of failure, a fear of being abandoned, a fear of death. You keep it locked away because to speak it aloud would feel like giving it more power. So you let it fester in the darkness, where it grows larger and more monstrous with each passing day. It has become a silent tyrant, ruling your emotions and whispering its venomous lies in the quiet of the night. My precious one, look at me. I am the God who sees in secret. There is no chamber of your heart so dark or so deep that my gaze cannot penetrate it. There is no secret you hold that is a surprise to me. I knew it long before you brought it here tonight. I have been sitting with you in the middle of your secret sorrow, waiting patiently, lovingly, for the day you would trust me enough to show it to me. And that day is today. That moment is now. Here, in the absolute safety of our sanctuary, I want you to do the bravest thing you can do. I want you to open the door to that secret room. I want you to bring your secret sorrow, your secret shame, your secret fear, out of the shadows and into the gentle light of my presence. You do not need to use words if they are too difficult. You can simply hold the feeling of it in your awareness and offer it to me. Imagine taking that secret shame, which feels so ugly and dark to you, and placing it into my hands. My hands are not clean hands that are afraid of being soiled. My hands were pierced for this very purpose. They are hands that specialize in taking what is broken and stained and making it whole and clean. Watch as the light from my hands envelops your shame, not to expose it, but to dissolve it. to replace the lie of your unworthiness with the truth of my complete and total forgiveness. Imagine taking that secret sorrow, that fragile figurine of grief, and gently placing it into my care. I will not crush it. I will hold it with more tenderness than you can imagine. I will weep with you over it. I will honor the love that it represents. And I will share the burden of it, so that you no longer have to carry its full, sharp weight alone. Imagine taking that monstrous, secret fear and dragging it out of its dark cave and into my light. Watch what happens. In the brightness of my truth and my power, the monster shrinks. It shrivels. It is revealed for what it truly is. A liar, a phantom with no real substance, no real power over a child of the king. I will crush its head under my heel. The energy you have spent hiding these things has been immense, and the release you will feel in sharing them with me will be just as immense. It is the deep, sighing relief of a confession that is met not with judgment, but with a loving embrace. It is the peace of no longer having anything to hide. You are now standing before me, completely open, completely vulnerable, and completely safe. The strain is over. The secret is out. And I have not run away. I have only drawn closer. My child, you have done such brave and beautiful work tonight. You have faced the weight on your shoulders. You have acknowledged the burdens of responsibility, of your past, of your future, and even the secret sorrows you held so tightly. You have brought them all out into the open, here in this sacred, safe place we share. They are all here now, on the soft mossy ground of our clearing, a great, sorrowful pile, the heavy cloak of responsibility, the jagged stones of regret, the tangled nets of anxiety, the dark, hidden secrets. Look at them, see them all together. This is what you have been carrying. It is no wonder you are so tired. It is a miracle you have been able to stand at all. But acknowledging them is only the first step. Setting them down is the second. Now comes the third and most crucial step in this holy transaction. It is the moment of transferal. It is the moment where I, your Savior, your friend, your God, I take them from you. Not just to hold them for a little while, but to take them as my own, so that you may never have to pick them up again. I want you to watch this happen with the eyes of your heart. I am kneeling now, beside this pile of your burdens. I am not repulsed by them. I am not overwhelmed by them. My heart is filled with a deep, divine love and a holy purpose. I came for this. This is why I left the glory of heaven. This is why I walked the dusty roads of Galilee. This is why I set my face like flint toward Jerusalem. I came to be a carrier of burdens. Watch as I reach for the heaviest one first, that great, weighty cloak of ultimate responsibility you have been wearing. I gather it into my arms. It is the weight of trying to be God in your own life, and I willingly, joyfully, place it upon my own shoulders. The prophet Isaiah spoke of me, saying, "Surely he has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows." This is not poetry. This is a description of what I am doing for you right now. I am carrying your sorrows. Now, I reach for the stones of your past mistakes and your shame. I do not just push them aside. I gather them up. I hold them. These are the very things for which my hands were pierced. Every stone represents a wound that I have already borne in my own body on the cross. I take them, and they are absorbed into my own redemptive scars. They no longer exist as accusations against you. They now exist only as a testament to the power of my forgiveness. They are gone. Next, I turn to the tangled nets of your future anxieties. I do not untangle them. With my hands, the hands that have all authority in heaven and on earth, I simply speak a word, peace. And at the sound of my voice, the knots dissolve. The frantic energy dissipates. The net becomes nothing but a pile of useless, lifeless string, which the gentle breeze of my spirit carries away like dust. Your future is no longer a thing to be feared. It is a clean, open path held securely in my plan. And what of those secret sorrows, those hidden shames? I approach them with a special reverence. I kneel down and I gather them close to my heart. I hold them, I redeem them. I whisper to them the truth of my love, and I absorb all their poison, all their pain, into myself. I am the great healer, and I am healing not just the wound, but the memory of the wound. I am washing away not just the sin, but the stain of the sin. Now look, the pile is gone. The clearing is empty. The ground where your burdens once lay is now clean. All that is left is you and me. This is the great exchange of the gospel. You bring me your exhaustion, I give you my rest. You bring me your weakness, I give you my strength. You bring me your brokenness, I give you my wholeness. You bring me your sin, I give you my righteousness. You bring me all that you have carried, and I take it from you completely and forever. Breathe in this new reality. Breathe in the clean air, unburdened. Feel the lightness in your soul. Feel the freedom in your spirit. The transaction is complete. The work is finished. You are unburdened. You have truly, finally, let it all go. And now, at last, you are ready. You are ready for what I have wanted to do all along. My beloved child, look at what we have done. The clearing is empty. The ground where your burdens once lay is clean and soft. The heavy cloak, the jagged stones, the tangled nets, the secret sorrows, they are all gone, taken and redeemed by me. Stand here for a moment in this new lightness. Feel the freedom in your shoulders, the quiet in your mind. It is a beautiful thing, is it not? You might think that this was the goal. You might believe that my entire purpose in bringing you here was simply to solve your problems, to be a divine undoer of your troubles, to remove the obstacles from your path. And yes, I longed to free you from those weights, because I love you and could not bear to see you suffering under them. Taking them from you brought my heart great joy. But I want to tell you a deeper secret now, a more intimate truth. That was not the ultimate goal. That was only the preparation. The clearing of the burdens was for the sake of what was to come next. I did not just want to clear the ground, I wanted to clear the space between us. All those things you were carrying, they were so heavy and so cumbersome that they filled all the space. There was no room for you to draw close. When your hands were clenched around your worries, they were not free to reach for me. When your shoulders were bent under the weight of your responsibilities, you could not lean your head against my chest. When your mind was filled with the noise of your past and future, you could not hear the quiet whisper of my love for you right now. I didn't just come to take what you were carrying. I came for the carrier. I came for you. My desire was not simply to be your burden bearer in a functional way. My deepest, most passionate longing has always been to be your resting place, your sanctuary, your home. I did not just want to hold your problems. My child, I want to hold you. This is the great longing of my heart, the reason I did everything I did. The cross was not just a divine transaction to deal with sin and sorrow. It was the ultimate act of opening my arms to you, to clear the way for an embrace that could span eternity. I dealt with the burdens so that nothing would stand between my heart and yours. Look at your hands. They are empty now. I wanted them empty so that I could fill them with my own. Look at your arms. They are free now. I wanted them free so that they could wrap around me. Look at your heart. It is lighter now. I wanted it light so that it would have the capacity to receive the fullness of my love. All of this, the quiet place, the gentle invitation, the release of your burdens, it was all leading to this single, holy, quiet moment. The moment after the work is done. The moment when the problems are set aside, and all that is left in this sacred clearing is you and me. Do you see now? My love for you is not just functional. I am not just a cosmic problem solver. I love your being, not just your needs. I delight in your presence, not just in my ability to help you. The greatest gift you can give me is not your service, not your strength, but your very self. Your tired, vulnerable, unburdened self. That is the treasure I seek. So look at me now. See past what I have done for you, and see my heart for you. See the longing in my eyes. See the love that has orchestrated this entire night for this one purpose. To finally have you here, free and clear, with nothing between us, so that I can do what I have been aching to do all along. So I can hold you. And so, here we are, in the quiet aftermath. The air is still and pure. The only sound is the gentle crackling of the holy fire and the soft whisper of the wind in the ancient trees. The space between us is clear. My heart is open, and my arms are open for you. Come, this is the invitation your soul has been longing to hear. It is the simplest and most profound command I will ever give you. Come, watch as I take a step toward you. There is no hesitation in my movement. Only love, only longing, only a deep and gentle desire to close the distance. I am not waiting for you to make yourself presentable. I am coming to you in your beautiful, raw, unburdened state. Now it is your turn. Take a step. Let your foot sink into the soft moss. It is a step of trust, a step of surrender, a step out of the loneliness you have known for so long, and into the embrace that has been waiting for you for all of your life. That's it, one more step. You are so close now. My arms are open wide. They are not the arms of a king demanding obeisance. They are the arms of a father who has been waiting at the end of the road for his long-lost child to come home. They are the arms of a bridegroom ready to welcome his beloved. They are the arms of your Savior. And now, step into them. Feel the very moment of contact. Feel my arms wrap around you, strong and sure. This is not a brief, polite hug. This is an embrace of holding, of encompassing, of sanctuary. Feel my one arm come around your back, supporting your weary frame. Feel my other hand come to rest on the back of your head, a gesture of both protection and profound tenderness. This is it. This is the place you were made for. Now, I want you to do something you haven't done in a very long time. I want you to completely let go. Let your full weight sag against me. Stop holding yourself up. Let your muscles go limp. Let your head rest heavily on my shoulder or against my chest. I can hold you. I will not falter. I will not stumble. I am your firm foundation. You can collapse into me, and I will only hold you tighter. Breathe. Take a deep, shuddering breath and let it out. This is the breath of arrival. The breath of a runner who has finally crossed the finish line. The breath of a traveler who has finally come home. Let the silence of this embrace speak to you. In this hold, I am communicating everything that words cannot adequately express. In this embrace, I am saying, you are safe. I am saying, you are loved. I am saying, you are welcome. I am saying, you are mine. I am saying, I will never, ever let you go. Feel the warmth of my body seeping into yours, chasing away the last of the chill of fear and loneliness. Feel the steady, calm strength in my arms, a silent promise that I am your fortress and your shield. There is no need to be strong here. There is no need to pretend. In my arms, your weakness is not a liability. It is the very thing that has brought you home. This is the rest your soul has been craving. Not just the absence of your burdens, but the presence of your comforter. To be unburdened and alone is just emptiness. But to be unburdened and held, that is peace, that is heaven. So rest here, just for a moment, which can last an eternity. Do not think about what comes next. Do not think about anything at all. Just feel the strength of my hold. Feel the comfort of my presence. Feel the gentle rise and fall of my chest as I breathe with you. You have carried so much for so long. But you are not carrying anything now. You are being carried. You are being held. Let me hold you. Just let me hold you. Rest here in my arms. Rest now, my beloved. As you rest here in my arms, nestled in this embrace, I want you to focus for a moment not just on the comfort, but on the strength. Feel the arms that are holding you. These are not frail arms. These are not weak or trembling arms. They are arms of eternal power, forged in the fires of creation and tested in the crucible of redemption. And all of that strength, all of that power, is now completely dedicated to you, to your safety, to your peace. For so long, you have had to be the strong one. You have braced yourself against the storms of life, using your own finite human strength to keep from being blown over. You have flexed the muscles of your will. You have guarded your heart with your own fortitude, and you are so tired from the effort. But here, in my embrace, the need for your own strength is over. You are now being held by strength itself. Feel the solidness of my hold. It is unshakable. The worries and fears that used to feel like a hurricane, threatening to tear you apart, are now nothing more than a gentle breeze on the other side of a great mountain. They cannot touch you here. My embrace is your storm wall. It is a living fortress, and inside its walls there is a profound and unbreachable peace. No fear is strong enough to pry my arms open. No anxiety is powerful enough to make me let you go. You are held by a strength that has overcome the world. Think of the Apostle Peter sinking into the stormy waves of Galilee. His own strength had failed him. His faith had faltered. Fear was swallowing him whole. And in his moment of desperation, he cried out to me. And what did I do? I reached out my hand and caught him. Imagine the feeling of my hand closing around his wrist in that moment. The sudden, absolute stop to his sinking. The undeniable strength that pulled him from the chaos of the churning water and into the safety of my presence. That is the strength that is holding you now. The strength that plucks you out of the stormy seas of your own mind and holds you fast. You can stop flailing. You can stop fighting the waves. The storm has lost its power over you because you are in my grasp. These arms that hold you are the same arms that stretched out the heavens like a tent. They are the same arms that set the boundaries for the seas. They are the arms of the one who said, "Let there be light," and there was light. All of that creative, cosmic power is now focused with infinite tenderness on you. It is the power to hold you together when you feel like you are falling apart. It is the power to be your firm foundation when the ground beneath you feels like it is shaking. It is the power to be your anchor in the deepest, most turbulent waters. Let the feeling of this strength seep into your own weary body. Let it communicate a message of absolute safety to every nerve, every muscle fiber. You can finally relax the parts of you that have been clenched for years, the muscles in your back that have been braced for impact, the tension in your jaw from gritting your teeth through the pain, the tightness in your stomach that has been your constant companion in anxiety. Let it all go. Let my strength be your strength. You do not need your own anymore. When you feel weak, you are not in danger. Your weakness is simply an empty space that my strength is eager to fill. When you feel you cannot go on, that is the moment my strength is perfected in you. It is in the surrendering of your own power that you gain access to mine. And here, in my embrace, that surrender is complete. You are doing nothing. I am doing everything. I am holding you. I am protecting you. I am securing you. This embrace is your refuge. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. Tonight you have run to me, and you are safe. You are hidden in the cleft of the rock, and that rock is me. You are secure in the fortress of the Most High God. So breathe in this feeling of absolute security. Let it quiet the last remaining tremors of fear. Let it be the foundation upon which your rest is built tonight. You are not just being held by a friend. You are being held by the omnipotent God of the universe, who loves you with a fierce and protective passion. And in his arms, you are safer than you have ever been. Rest in that power. Rest in that strength. Rest. My precious one, as you rest in the unshakable strength of my embrace, I want you to notice something else. I want you to feel the gentleness of my touch. For my strength is not a brute force. It is not a crushing power. It is always, always mediated by an infinite tenderness, especially with you. My power is perfectly paired with my love. Feel the hand that rests upon the back of your head. It is not holding you down. It is caressing you. It is a touch that communicates honor and value and a deep, deep affection. It is the touch of a potter with his most beloved creation. I know every vulnerability, every wound, every fragile part of you, and my touch is always careful, always mindful of your heart. I am not holding you tightly because I am angry or demanding. I am holding you closely because you are precious to me. The prophet Isaiah spoke for me when he said, "A bruised reed he will not break, and a faintly burning wick he will not snuff out." Your heart, so weary from the world, is like that bruised reed. It has been bent and weakened by the storms. Another, harsher hand might snap it in two. But my hand knows exactly how to hold it, how to support it, how to splint it so that it can heal and grow strong again. Your spirit, so tired and faint, is like that smoldering wick. The slightest, careless breath could extinguish it completely, but I cup my hands around it. I shield it from the wind. I breathe my own gentle life upon it, not to snuff it out, but to coax it back into a soft and steady flame. This is the nature of my gentleness. It is a strength that has been deliberately softened for your sake. It is power under the perfect control of love. Think of the stories of my time on earth. I could have commanded legions of angels, but I chose to let a little child climb onto my lap. I could have called down fire from heaven, but I chose to cook breakfast for my friends on a charcoal fire by the sea. I could have healed the sick with a thunderous command from a distance, but I chose to touch the leper, something no one else would do. I chose to take the blind man by the hand and lead him away from the crowd to heal him privately. My power was always delivered through a touch of gentleness, and it is that same gentleness that is holding you now. My hands know the precise pressure to apply, enough to make you feel secure, but not so much as to feel confining. Enough to communicate strength, but not so much as to overwhelm your fragility. So let this gentleness soothe you. Let it be a balm to the places in you that have been handled roughly by the world. The world is a place of sharp edges, of loud voices, of impatient demands. But here, in my arms, everything is soft, everything is quiet, everything is patient. You do not have to be afraid of me. You do not have to fear that if you surrender completely, I will somehow hurt you or take advantage of your vulnerability. Your vulnerability is the very thing that activates my deepest tenderness. It is what makes me draw you even closer, to hold you even more carefully. Let your body learn this new language of touch, a touch that does not demand or take, but only gives, a touch that does not wound, but only heals, a touch that does not control, but only comforts. This is my touch. This is my heart for you. As you drift deeper into sleep, let the last sensation you are aware of be this gentle, steady, loving hold. A hold that is strong enough to protect you from anything, and gentle enough to heal your deepest wounds. A hold that says, you are safe here. You are cherished here. You can let go completely. I will not break you. I will only make you whole. Rest in my gentle hands, my child. Rest in my love. My beloved, as you rest in the strength and gentleness of my embrace, I want to give you another picture of what is happening here tonight. It is an image from the heart of the countryside, from the ancient and tender relationship between a shepherd and his sheep. I am your good shepherd, and tonight you are the lamb that I am carrying. You have been walking for so long. The path has been rocky and steep. You have navigated through dark valleys and faced down threatening predators. You have done your best to keep up with the flock, to follow my voice, but you have grown so very weary. Your legs are tired, your spirit is faint, and you have stumbled. Perhaps you even wandered off the path for a moment, caught in a thicket of thorns, and you cried out, not knowing if I would hear you, but I heard you. A good shepherd knows the cry of every single one of his sheep, and I left the 99 who were safe, and I came searching for you. I did not come with anger or frustration at your wandering. I came with a heart full of relief and compassion when I found you, and seeing you there, so tired, so frightened, so unable to take another step, I did not just point the way back to the path. I did something much more intimate. I knelt down, and I gathered you up in my arms. This is what is happening right now. I have gathered you up. You are no longer on your own feet. You are no longer responsible for navigating the path. You are being carried. I want you to feel this in your whole being. Feel the sensation of being lifted up, out of the dirt and the danger, out of the struggle. Feel the sudden, blessed relief of your own legs no longer needing to bear your weight. The journey is not over, but your part in the walking is, for now. Your only job is to be carried. Where does a shepherd carry a lamb that is especially weak or precious? He does not just sling it over his shoulders. No, he carries it close to his chest. He holds it securely against his own body, one arm underneath and one arm over the top. This is how I am holding you, close to my heart. In this position, you are perfectly safe. You are tucked in, protected from the wind, shielded from the view of any predator. You are warmed by the heat of my own body. But most importantly, in this position, you can hear my heartbeat. I want you to lean in now, in your imagination. Rest your head against my chest and listen. Put your spiritual ear against the very heart of your God and listen to its rhythm. Thump thump, thump thump. It is a slow, steady, and powerful rhythm. It is the heartbeat of the universe. It is the rhythm of unwavering love, of unshakable peace, of eternal life. It does not race with anxiety. It does not hammer with anger. It beats with a constant, reliable, and unconditional love for you. Let this sound, this rhythm, become the new rhythm for your own weary heart. Let your heart begin to sync up with mine. As you listen to my heartbeat, it is a non-verbal declaration that I am alive, that I am here, and that you are with me. It is a lullaby of pure presence. A lamb being carried like this does not worry about where the shepherd is going. It does not concern itself with the dangers of the path ahead. It closes its eyes and gives itself over completely to the motion and the warmth of the one who is carrying it. It trusts the shepherd implicitly. It knows that the shepherd's only goal is to bring it safely home. This is the trust I invite from you tonight. Stop trying to map out the journey ahead. Stop worrying about the terrain of tomorrow. You are being carried. The Good Shepherd knows the way. He is strong enough to carry you, and he is wise enough to lead you. Your part is simply to rest in the arms that hold you. So snuggle in closer. Feel the soft wool of my robe against your cheek. Feel the gentle, rhythmic motion as I walk. A motion that is designed to soothe you, to rock you into a state of deep peace. Listen to the steady, life-giving beat of my heart. You are my precious lamb. You are weary, and you have been found. You are no longer lost. You are no longer alone. You are being carried home. Rest now, little one. Rest in the arms of your shepherd, my precious lamb, as you rest against my heart, being carried safely in your shepherd's arms. I want to offer you another, even more ancient image of this intimate protection. I want you to feel what it is to be gathered under the shelter of my wings. This is a promise that runs through all of Scripture, a picture of the deep, maternal, protective instinct of your God. You are so tired of being exposed. The world is a wide-open place, and you have felt the harsh glare of its judgment, the cold wind of its indifference, and the threatening shadow of its dangers. You have longed for a hiding place, a secret refuge where you can be completely shielded, completely safe, completely hidden from all that would harm you. That place exists. It is here, under the shadow of my wings. I want you to imagine it now. See me not just as a shepherd, but as a great, celestial, loving bird, perhaps a mighty eagle whose wingspan can cover a mountain, or a gentle mother hen, soft and warm. The form is not what matters. What matters is the function, to cover, to shelter, to protect. See my great wings, covered in feathers of pure light and profound softness, beginning to arch over you. They are vast and powerful, yet they move with a tender, loving grace. They are coming to create a sanctuary just for you. As they slowly, gently, lower and surround you, the harsh light of the world begins to fade. The distracting sights, the demanding responsibilities, they are all blotted out from your view. The world, with all its noise and chaos, is disappearing. And now, the wings have completely enclosed you. You are in a new space, a small, warm, dark, an utterly safe cocoon. This is the secret place of the Most High. This is your refuge. What is it like in here? First, it is dark. But it is not a frightening darkness. It is the comforting darkness of a mother's womb. It is the peaceful darkness of a room prepared for deep sleep. It is a darkness that says, there is nothing you need to see right now. There is nothing you need to analyze or figure out. Your only job is to rest your weary eyes. This darkness is a gift to your overstimulated mind. Second, it is warm. This is the warmth of my own life, my own presence. It is a gentle, radiant heat that emanates from my very being. It seeps into your bones, chasing out the last of the chill of loneliness and fear. Feel this warmth as a physical sensation, a deep, penetrating comfort that relaxes every muscle and soothes every nerve. You are being incubated in my love. Third, it is quiet. The great, thick feathers of my wings are a perfect sound barrier. The roaring winds of the world's chaos, the sharp, critical voices, the sirens of alarm, they are all muffled into an insignificant hum on the outside. The only sound you can hear in here is the soft, rhythmic sound of my own breathing, a sound that is as calming as the gentle lapping of waves on a peaceful shore. It is a sound that says, all is well, I am here, be still. And finally, it is safe. These wings are made of my faithfulness, which the psalmist said is a shield and a rampart. They are impenetrable. No arrow of the enemy can pierce them. No demonic fear can tear them. No worldly anxiety can break through them. You are hidden in the most secure fortress in all the universe. You can finally, completely, let down your guard. The vigilance you have maintained for so long is no longer needed. I am your vigilance. I am your protector. To be under my wings is to be in the place of most intimate nearness to me. You are tucked right up against my side, feeling the warmth of my body, hearing the beat of my heart, enveloped completely in my being. It is a place of utter dependence and absolute security, so nestle in, my beloved. Make yourself comfortable in this secret place. Feel the incredible softness of the downy feathers beneath you and the unbreachable strength of the great feathers above you. This is my heart for you, made manifest. To gather you, to hide you, to protect you, to warm you, until the storm passes and the morning comes. You are safe here. You are hidden. You are home. Now sleep, my child. Sleep under the shelter of my wings. My beloved child, as you are held here in my arms, feeling the unshakable strength and the infinite gentleness of my hold, I invite you to draw even closer. There is another level of intimacy, another layer of peace available to you now. For so long, you have kept your head up, your senses on alert, your mind watching and waiting. You have faced the world head-on, and you are so tired from the vigilance. But here, in this embrace, the need to face the world is over. The need to be watchful is gone. I want you to let your head become heavy now. So heavy, let go of the muscles in your neck that have been working so hard for so long to keep it upright, and just let it fall. Let it come to rest right here against my chest. That's it, just like that. Let me support its weight completely. Feel the solid, warm expanse of my being as your resting place. This is not a position of weakness. It is a position of absolute trust. It is the posture of a child who knows, without a doubt, that they are home. To rest your head against me is to finally cease your own striving. You no longer need to look ahead to see what is coming. I am your watchman. You no longer need to look around to assess for threats. I am your fortress. You don't even need to look at me. There is no expectation here for you to perform, to make eye contact, to prove your love or your attention. You can simply hide your face from the world, from your worries, from everything, and find your sanctuary here. This is a place of profound and restful anonymity, where you can just be, without having to be seen. Now, as you rest here, I want you to bring your awareness to what you can hear. There is a sound in this place of closeness, a sound that is more ancient than the mountains and more constant than the stars. It is the sound of my heartbeat. Listen. In the quiet, let it become the only sound in your universe. Thump thump, thump thump. It is not a frantic, anxious rhythm like the one your own heart has known so often. It is not the racing pulse of fear. It is a deep, slow, steady, and powerful rhythm. It is the drumbeat of eternity. It is the underlying cadence of all creation. It is the very rhythm of life itself, and it is beating right now for you. Let this sound be a language that speaks directly to your spirit, bypassing the need for words. What is it saying? With every steady beat, it is saying, I am here. With every powerful pulse, it is saying, you are safe. With every constant rhythm, it is saying, my love is sure. This is the language of divine constancy. It is the audible proof that I am not going anywhere. I will not leave you. I will not forsake you. My love for you is as steady and as life-giving as this heartbeat. Let this sacred rhythm begin to do a healing work within you. Your own heart has been beating out of time with fear and stress. It has been racing, fluttering, and aching. But now, as you lie here, listening to mine, a process of entrainment begins, a spiritual recalibration. Let your own heart slow down. Let it release its frantic pace. Let it begin to match its beat to mine. Feel the anxiety leaving your body as your own pulse quiets, soothed and governed by the steady rhythm of your God. You are finding your true rhythm again, the rhythm of peace you were created to live in. Resting your head against my chest is an act of ultimate surrender. It is saying, I am done thinking my own thoughts. I will listen to your heart instead. It is saying, I am done feeling my own frantic emotions. I will feel the peace of your presence instead. It is saying, I am done trying to live out of my own depleted life force. I will draw my life from the very beat of yours. There is nothing more you need to understand. There is nothing you need to figure out. The greatest theological truths are contained in this simple, physical act of closeness. The truth of my presence, the truth of my power, the truth of my peace, the truth of my unending love for you. It is all here. In the warmth of my body, in the strength of my arms, in the steady, eternal rhythm of my heart. So just rest here, now. Let every other sound in the world fade to nothing. Let every anxious thought in your mind fall silent. Let there be only this, the feeling of being held, and the sound of my heart beating steadily, peacefully, lovingly for you. Let it be the lullaby that carries you into the deepest, most restorative sleep you have ever known. Listen, I am here. Rest. My beloved, as you rest here, so close, your head upon my chest, your heart sinking with the rhythm of mine, I want to let a profound, life-altering truth sink into the very foundations of your soul. I wanted to travel deeper than your conscious mind, past the layers of your learned behaviors, and into the core of who you are. This truth is simple, but it is the key to your freedom and your rest. It is this: you were never meant to carry it alone. From the very beginning, from the moment I first thought of you, my design for you was one of communion, of partnership, of shared life. I did not design the human spirit for heroic solitude. I did not create your shoulders to bear the weight of your world in isolation. The lie that you must be completely self-sufficient, that needing help is a sign of failure, is one of the oldest and most destructive lies of the enemy. It is the lie that has driven you to the point of this utter exhaustion. It is the lie that has kept you in a lonely prison, even when I was standing right outside the door. Let's look at this lie together. It has many voices. It can sound like pride, whispering, "I can handle this myself. I don't need anyone." It can sound like shame, hissing, "No one can know how much I'm struggling. They will think less of me." It can sound like a twisted form of responsibility, arguing, "This is my burden to bear. It's not fair to put it on anyone else." And for so long you have listened to these voices. You have believed them. You have honored them. And in doing so, you have dishonored the very way I made you. I created humanity in my own image, and I myself am a community father, son, and spirit. A perfect, eternal dance of shared love, shared glory, and shared life. You were made for this same kind of connection. You were made for the body of Christ, a community where burdens are shared, where the strong help the weak, and where everyone recognizes their need for everyone else. And most fundamentally, you were made for an unbroken, intimate, burden-sharing relationship with me. The entire story of my love for you has been about me breaking down the walls of that isolation. It has been about me pursuing you to convince you that you are not alone and that you don't have to be. Every prophet I sent, every promise I made, and culminating in the greatest act of all, me coming to earth myself. I became a man, Emmanuel, which means God with us. Not God watching from a distance, not God as a far-off idea, God with us, here, in the mess, in the struggle, to walk with you, to talk with you, and ultimately, to carry you. Hearing this truth now, can you feel the immense, unnecessary weight of the loneliness you have been carrying? Can you feel the chains of that heroic solitude beginning to grow brittle? I want you to feel them breaking now. Let the sound of this truth, you were never meant to carry it alone, be the hammer that shatters those chains. Let out the breath you have been holding for years, the breath of self-reliance. As you exhale, let go of the deep, cellular belief that it is all up to you. And as you inhale, breathe in the liberating reality of our partnership. My arms around you right now are the physical proof of this truth. This is your natural state, not standing alone, braced against the world, but resting here, held in my embrace. This is not a sign of your weakness. It is the fulfillment of my design for you. This changes everything, doesn't it? It reframes your entire past. The moments you thought were your greatest failures, the times you collapsed under the weight, these were not moments of shame. They were simply moments where you were trying to do the impossible. They were invitations, ignored or unseen, for you to lean on me, to let me in. It also changes your entire future. The path ahead no longer looks like a lonely, terrifying road you must walk by yourself. It now looks like a path we will walk together, yoked together, with me bearing the weight. So let this truth wash over you, cleansing you of the residue of that old, lonely lie. You were never meant to carry it alone. You were never meant to figure it out alone. You were never meant to heal alone. You were never meant to face the night alone. You were made to be held. You were made to be helped. You were made to be carried. And I, your Savior, your God, and your truest friend, consider it my greatest joy and my most profound honor to be the one who does it. Rest in this truth. Let it be the softest pillow for your tired head. You are not alone. You will never be alone again. Rest now, my beloved, as you lie here, resting in the truth that you were never meant to carry your burdens alone. I want you to pay close attention to a unique and beautiful feeling that is beginning to blossom within you. It is a specific kind of peace, a peace you may not have experienced in a very long time. It is the peace that comes not from having all your problems solved, but from the simple, profound, physical and spiritual reality of being held. This peace is different from any other. The world seeks peace by trying to eliminate all threats, by creating perfect circumstances, by achieving a state of absolute control. It is a peace that is built on the flimsy foundation of external conditions. But the peace I am giving you right now is not built on anything outside of you. It is flowing directly from this embrace. It is the deep, cellular, soul-level peace of a being that knows it is utterly and completely safe. Think of a tiny infant crying in the night. The infant may be hungry or cold or frightened by the darkness. You can turn on the lights, you can warm the room, you can offer food, and these things may help. But the most powerful, most immediate, most effective source of peace comes when the child is lifted from its crib and gathered into the strong, warm arms of a loving parent. In that moment, the specific problem may not have been solved yet, but a deeper need has been met. The need for security, the need for presence, the need for a safe and loving hold. The child's crying softens, its frantic body relaxes, and it sinks into a peaceful sleep, not because the world is perfect, but because it is held. You are that child tonight, and I am that parent. Your heart has been crying out in the darkness of your fears and your weariness, and now I have lifted you out of the cold crib of your isolation and gathered you into my everlasting arms. And in this hold, you are finding that deep, primal peace, the peace that comes from being held. Let this peace permeate your entire being. Feel it as a tangible thing, a substance. Feel it as a gentle, calming wave that begins in your chest, where your head is resting against me, and slowly radiates outward. Feel it flowing down into your stomach, loosening the hard knots of anxiety that have lived there for so long. The need to be vigilant, to be on guard, is dissolving in this wave of peace. Your stomach can finally unclench. Feel the peace flowing into your shoulders and your back, releasing the years of stored tension from carrying your burdens. The muscles that were once as hard as rock are now becoming soft, warm, and heavy. They are remembering what it feels like to be supported, rather than to always be the support. Feel the peace flowing down your arms and into your hands. Your hands have been clenched for so long, gripping onto your responsibilities, your fears, your control. But now, in the safety of my hold, they can finally open. Let your fingers uncurl. Let them be limp and at rest. They have nothing to hold on to anymore, because you are being held. Feel the peace flowing up into your neck and your jaw. Release the tension of gritted teeth and a strained posture. Your head is completely supported by me. It needs no effort from you to hold it up. Let it be heavy. Let it be still. This peace is my gift to you, but it is also a lesson. It is teaching you that your ultimate security does not come from your ability to manage your life. It comes from your willingness to be held by me. This is a truth you can carry with you, even when you are not in this deep state of rest. In the middle of a chaotic day, you can close your eyes for a moment and remember this feeling, the feeling of being held. You can remember that underneath the surface of the chaos, my arms are still around you. This inner sense of being held can become your secret, unshakable foundation, your source of calm in any storm. But for tonight, there is no storm. There is only the calm. There is only this embrace. There is only this profound and healing peace. You are not striving for it. You are not working for it. You are simply receiving it. It is the natural atmosphere of being this close to me. So breathe it in. Let it saturate every part of you. This is the peace of a child who has been found, who has been lifted up, and who knows, without a shadow of a doubt, that they are safe in their Father's arms. Rest in this peace, my child. It is all yours. My precious child, as you sink deeper and deeper into the peace that comes from being held, I want to speak directly to a part of you that may still be resisting this rest. It is the part of you that has been conditioned for your entire life to be strong. The part of you that still believes, on some deep level, that your weakness is a flaw to be hidden, a failure to be ashamed of. That part of you may be feeling uncomfortable right now, even in the safety of my embrace. It may be whispering to you, you shouldn't be this needy. You shouldn't be this dependent. You should be stronger than this. Tonight, I want to lovingly and definitively silence that voice forever. Here, in my arms, your strength is not required. It is not even desired. In fact, the very reason you are able to be in my arms is because you finally acknowledged your weakness. Your weariness was your ticket into this embrace. Your brokenness was the key that unlocked this door. Look at me. I am the all-powerful God. I hold the stars in place. My voice can level mountains. My strength is infinite. What use do I have for your small, flickering, human strength? It is like a child offering to help a great architect build a skyscraper by bringing him a handful of mud. I appreciate the heart, but I do not need the help. What I desire is not your strength, but your trust. What I long for is not your independence, but your willing, loving dependence. Here, in my arms, you have full and complete permission to be weak. You have permission to be fragile. You have permission to be utterly and completely dependent. This is not a state of shame. It is your natural, created state. A branch is not ashamed of its dependence on the vine. A lamb is not ashamed of its need for the shepherd, and you should never be ashamed of your need for your God. Let go of the ideal of the strong Christian that you may have been trying to live up to. The one who never doubts, who never falters, who never wearies. That is a phantom. It is a caricature of the life of faith. The heroes of faith in my own word were all deeply, profoundly, and often messily weak. Abraham doubted. Jacob wrestled. David wept. Peter denied. Paul had a thorn in his flesh that kept him humbled and dependent. Their strength was never in themselves. Their strength was found in their willingness to cling to me in their weakness. My power is made perfect in weakness. Think about that. It does not just show up in spite of your weakness. It is perfected in it. Your weakness is the black velvet cloth upon which the diamond of my grace and power can be best displayed. Your emptiness is the vessel that I can fill with my fullness. Your acknowledged need is the doorway through which my strength can enter your life and do its greatest work. So, let go of that last bit of resistance. Let go of the need to present a strong front, even to me. I already know, and I love you, not in spite of your weakness, but with a special tenderness because of it. In my arms, you are free to be a mess. You are free to feel broken. You are free to admit that you don't have what it takes. Because when you finally admit that you don't, you are finally in a position to receive all that I have. Feel the strength in my arms that hold you. It is flowing into you, not making you independently strong, but sustaining you in your weakness. You are strong now, not because you have mustered up your own power, but because you are connected to the source of all power. You are strong because you are being held. So let that part of you that praises strength and fears weakness finally relax. Let it die a peaceful death here in my embrace, and let a new part of you be born tonight. The part that finds its security not in its own abilities, but in my arms. The part that finds its peace not in its own resilience, but in my embrace. The part that glories not in its strength, but in its weakness, because it knows that is where my power lies. There is no need to be strong in my arms, my beloved. There is only the need to be held. Rest now. Your weakness is beautiful to me. It is the very thing that allows us to be this close rest. My precious child, as you rest here in my arms, having let go of the need to be strong, I want to heal a very deep and very old wound within you. It is the wound that has taught you that your value is based on what you can do, what you can achieve, and what you can carry. For so long, you have subconsciously believed that you are a tool, and that your worth is determined by your usefulness. When you were strong and capable, you felt valuable. When you were tired and struggling, you felt worthless. This is a devastating lie, and it is the hidden engine behind so much of your striving and your exhaustion. You have been working so hard to prove your worth, to me and to the world. You have been trying to be a useful tool, a sharp instrument, a productive machine. But tonight, I want to shatter that lie with the beautiful, liberating truth. You are not a tool. You are a treasure. Let that sink in. A tool is valued for its function. A hammer is a good hammer if it drives nails well. A cup is a good cup if it holds water. Its value is external, based on its performance. But a treasure is different. A treasure is valued simply for what it is. A diamond is not valued for its usefulness. A beautiful pearl is not valued for what it can do. It is valued for its own intrinsic beauty, its rarity, its preciousness. Its value is inherent. It does not have to do anything to be valuable. It simply is, and you, my beloved, are my treasure. I did not create you to be a mere instrument in my hand. I created you for the joy of you. I created you to be in a relationship of love with you. Your value in my eyes has absolutely nothing to do with how much you can carry, how strong you are, or how much you accomplish. Your value was sealed and settled long before you ever took your first breath. It is based not on your performance, but on my perception, and in my eyes, you are priceless. I am the man in the parable who found a treasure hidden in a field. And what did he do? Overjoyed, he went and sold everything he had, and he bought that field. My child, you are that treasure. And I, overjoyed at the thought of having you, sold everything I had, the glories of heaven, my divine privileges, my own body, my own life to purchase the field, to redeem you, to make you mine. I did not do this because you were a useful tool that I needed for a project. I did this because you were a treasure that I could not live without. So, here in my arms, I want you to let go of the burden of usefulness. You do not have to earn your place here. You do not have to prove your worth to be held by me. You are not being held tonight because you are a broken tool that I am trying to fix so you can be useful again. You are being held tonight because you are my precious, beloved treasure, and it is my greatest delight to hold you close. Feel how this truth changes the nature of my embrace. It is not the grip of a mechanic on a broken part. It is the careful, reverent, and tender hold of a connoisseur holding a priceless jewel. I am holding you with a sense of awe and wonder at the beauty I see in you. I am holding you with a fierce protectiveness, the way one would guard their most precious possession. This means that even on your worst days, when you feel you have accomplished nothing, when you feel weak and broken and utterly useless, your value in my eyes does not diminish by one single degree. Your worth is not a fluctuating stock price based on your daily performance. It is a fixed, eternal, and infinite constant based on my infinite love for you. So let go of the need to be productive. Let go of the need to be efficient. Let go of the need to justify your existence through your actions. You can just be, and your being is enough. Your being is a delight to me. Rest now, not as a tool being put away for the night, but as a treasure being returned to its velvet-lined box. A place of safety, of darkness, of softness, where it is kept simply because it is precious. That box is my heart. That velvet lining is my love. You are my treasure, and I will keep you safe. Rest in your infinite, unchanging, and unearned value. Rest in the knowledge that you are loved, not for what you do, but for who you are. My beloved treasure, as you rest in the security of my arms, knowing your infinite value, I want to guide your attention to your physical body, for your body has a memory of its own. It does not always listen to the truths that your mind is beginning to accept. For years, your body has been trained to carry burdens. It has been in a constant state of readiness, of tension, of defensive posture. Your muscles, your nerves, your very cells have learned the language of striving. And tonight, we are going to gently, patiently teach them a new language. The language of being held. This is not something you can force. You cannot command a muscle to relax that has been clenched for a decade. You must invite it. You must show it that it is safe to let go. And you do that by bringing your gentle, loving awareness to it, here in the safety of my embrace. Let's begin with your shoulders. Your shoulders are the great burden carriers of your body. Right now, even as you lie here, they may still be slightly raised, slightly tense, still subconsciously braced for a weight to be placed upon them. Bring your awareness to them. Feel the tightness. And now, in your mind, I want you to see my hands coming to rest upon your shoulders. They are warm and heavy, and they are gently pressing down. A firm, reassuring pressure that says, it is over. The weight is gone. You can let go. Feel your shoulders responding to that touch. Let them sink down, away from your ears. Let them feel heavy, melting into the surface beneath you. Give them permission to release the memory of the weight. They are no longer carrying anything. They are being held. Now, let's move to your back. Your spine has been a rigid pillar, trying to hold you up against the force of your responsibilities. Bring your awareness to the long muscles that run alongside your spine. They are probably tight, holding you in a state of alert straightness. But you are not standing anymore. You are being held. Imagine my presence as a warm, healing light, moving slowly down your spine, from the base of your neck to your lower back. And as this light passes over each vertebra, each muscle, it invites it to soften, to release, to let go of its rigid posture and to sink into the support that surrounds it. Feel your back lengthening, softening, and melting. It does not have to be a pillar of strength right now. It can be soft and at rest. Bring your awareness to your hands and your feet. They are the extremities that connect you to the world of doing. Your hands grip and your feet move. They are often tense, ready for the next action. But there is no action required of you now. Imagine my peace flowing like warm water down your arms and into your hands, all the way to your fingertips. Feel your fingers uncurling, your palms softening. Let your hands become heavy and useless. They have done enough. Now, imagine that same warm peace flowing down your legs, into your feet, all the way to the tips of your toes. Let go of the tension in your arches and your ankles. Your feet do not need to take you anywhere. They have arrived at a place of rest. And now, your jaw, your face, your forehead. You have held so much emotion here. The clenched jaw of unspoken anger or frustration. The furrowed brow of constant worry. The tight muscles around your eyes from straining to see a way forward. Let my gentleness smooth these places. Let your jaw go slack, allowing a small space to come between your teeth. Let your tongue rest softly in your mouth. Feel the skin of your forehead becoming smooth, wide, and calm. Let the tiny muscles around your eyes release their grip. There is nothing to see but peace. There is nothing to say but silence. Your body is a faithful servant, and it has done its best to protect you and carry you. Now, it is time for you to love it, to honor it, by guiding it into a state of deep, profound surrender. This is a process of re-education. You are teaching your body, cell by cell, what it feels like to be completely safe, completely supported, completely held. Every time you notice a part of you tensing up again, do not be frustrated. Simply see it as a part of you that has not yet heard the good news that it is safe. Gently bring your awareness back to it. Remind it, it's okay. You can let go now. We are being held. This is a deep and healing work. You are letting my peace unkink the very fibers of your being. You are allowing my hold to retrain your nervous system from a state of fight or flight to a state of rest and digest. Let this process continue as you drift into sleep. Your body is learning a new and beautiful song. The song of surrender. The song of being held. Rest now. Let your body finally come home. My beloved child, as your body learns the new and beautiful language of being held. As your muscles soften and your spirit grows still, I want to anchor you in a promise that is as old as the mountains and as new as this very moment. It is the promise of my identity as the God who carries. This is not just something I am doing for you tonight, in this special moment of rest. This is who I am. This is my nature. And it is my promise to you for all the days of your life. Through my prophet Isaiah, I spoke to my people, my precious children, and I made them this vow, a vow that echoes through eternity to you, right here, right now. Listen to me. You who have been born by me from before your birth, carried from the womb, even to your old age I am he. And 2 grey hairs I will carry you. I have made, and I will bear. I will carry and will save. Let the immensity of this promise wash over you. Let it dismantle any lingering fear that this comfort, this feeling of being held, is only a temporary gift for a moment of crisis. This is not a temporary arrangement. This is a lifelong covenant. You have been born by me from before your birth, carried from the womb. Before you ever knew your own name, I knew you. Before you ever took your first breath, I was your life source. I carried you into existence. Your very being is a testament to the fact that you have always been carried. You have never, for a single moment, existed outside of my sustaining hold. The feeling you are experiencing now, this feeling of being completely supported and held, is not a new reality. It is an awakening to the reality that has always been true. You have just been fighting against it, trying to carry yourself. Tonight, you are simply ceasing your struggle and sinking into the arms that have been carrying you all along. Even to your old age I am He, and 2 grey hairs I will carry you. This is my promise for your future. The fear that you will one day be too old, too weak, too much of a burden, I silence that fear tonight with this vow. My strength does not diminish. My patience does not run out. My desire to hold you will never fade. When your own strength finally and completely fails, when your body is frail and your hair is white with the snow of many winters, I will still be the same. I am He, the same God who held you in the womb. The same Savior who holds you tonight will be the very same one who will carry you then. You will never outgrow your need for me, and I will never outgrow my delight in carrying you. You will never become a burden to me. You will always be my beloved. I have made, and I will bear. I will carry, and will save. This is the summary of my entire relationship with you. I have made you. You are my handiwork, my masterpiece, created in my image. Because I made you, I have taken ultimate responsibility for you. I will bear you. I will bear your weaknesses, your sorrows, your sins. I have borne them on the cross, and I continue to bear with you in your struggles with an infinite patience. I will carry you. This is the promise for your journey. When you are too tired to walk, I will carry you. When the path is too steep, I will carry you. When you are lost, I will find you and carry you home, and I will save. This is the promise of your destination. I will carry you all the way through this life and safely into the next, into an eternity of rest and joy in my presence. This is who I am. I am the God who makes, the God who bears, the God who carries, and the God who saves. This is my fourfold nature, my unbreakable commitment to you. So as you lie here, on the very edge of sleep, do not see this embrace as a momentary luxury. See it as a reacquaintance with your fundamental reality. You are, and always have been, and always will be, carried by God. Your struggles have come from the moments you have forgotten this, the moments you have tried to leap from my arms and walk on your own. Your peace comes from the moments you remember, the moments you surrender, the moments you sink back into my hold. Tonight is a profound remembering, a deep surrender, a complete sinking back, and I am here, fulfilling the most ancient promise of my heart. I am carrying you. Rest in that eternal truth. It is more real than the ground beneath your home, more constant than the rising of the sun. I have you, and I will never let you go. Rest now, my carried one, rest. My precious one, as you rest in the certainty of my promise to carry you always. I want to expand your vision one last time before you drift into sleep. This intimate, personal embrace you are feeling right now, my arms around you, my hand on your head, your heart against mine, is a perfect miniature reflection of a much grander cosmic reality. This personal hold is a microcosm of a universal truth. you are, at all times and in all places, completely and utterly surrounded by a love that holds everything together. The Apostle Paul, when speaking to the philosophers in Athens, declared that I am the one in whom we live and move and have our being. This is not just a beautiful line of poetry, it is the most fundamental truth of your existence. You are living inside of me. My presence is not something that comes and goes. It is the very atmosphere you breathe, the very dimension you inhabit. You are like a fish in the ocean of my spirit. You are never, and can never be, outside of it. I want you to try and feel this now. Let your awareness expand beyond the feeling of my arms around your physical body. Begin to sense that my presence is not just holding you, but is holding the very bed you are lying on. It is holding the room you are in. It is holding the home that surrounds you, the ground beneath it, the very city where you live. Now, let your senses expand even further. This love, this presence that holds you, is the same power that is holding the moon in its orbit around the earth tonight. It is the same intelligence that is guiding the distant galaxies as they spin in the silent, velvet darkness of space. The same power that holds a supernova together is the same power that is holding the atoms of your body together. The scriptures say that in Him all things hold together. All things, that includes you. It includes your finances. It includes your relationships. It includes your fragile hopes and your deepest fears. All of it is being held within the vast, intelligent, and loving matrix of my being. When you worry that your life is falling apart, you are forgetting this. You are forgetting that you are being held in a love so strong, so vast, so powerful, that nothing can truly fall apart. Things may change, things may break, things may fall away, but they never fall outside of my hold. I am always there, underneath it all, catching the pieces and holding them until I can begin to weave them into something new and beautiful. This embrace you feel tonight is me, giving you a tangible taste of this universal truth. I am letting you feel, on a personal level, what is true on a cosmic level. You are safe, not just because my arms are around you, but because your entire existence is suspended in the unshakable embrace of my love. So when you feel small and insignificant in the face of the vastness of the universe, remember that the same God who knows every star by name also knows the number of hairs on your head. You are not lost in the cosmos. You are the focal point of its creator's affection. When you feel that your personal problems are chaotic and out of control, remember that they are unfolding within a larger pattern of divine love and sovereignty that is perfectly ordered and perfectly in control. Let this vast cosmic sense of being held be your final comfort tonight. The love that is holding you personally is the same love that is holding everything. You are not a fragile being trying to survive in a random, chaotic universe. You are a beloved child, resting securely in the heart of a loving Father, whose very nature is the intelligent, powerful, and tender force that holds all of creation in a constant, unwavering embrace. You are safe in my arms. You are safe in my world. You are safe in my love. Everything is held. Therefore, you can let go of everything. Sink back into this personal and cosmic embrace, and let the sheer scale of my loving hold dissolve your every remaining fear. Rest now, my child. All is well. You are held, my beloved. You have come so far tonight. You have walked with me into the quiet, laid down your immense burdens, faced your past and your future, and released your secret sorrows. You have surrendered the exhausting need to be strong. You have remembered your infinite value as my treasure, and you have let your weary body begin to learn the new language of being held. You are resting now in the truth that you are always carried, always surrounded by a love that holds everything together. There is nothing left to analyze. There is nothing left to understand. All the work is done. All that remains is the final, sweet, and total surrender. All that remains is for you to sink. Up until this point, even in my embrace, there may have been a small, subconscious part of you that was still holding on. A tiny muscle still clenched. A faint, lingering thought of vigilance. A part of you still trying to float on the surface of my peace. But now, it is time to let go of even that last, subtle effort. It is time to stop floating and to truly sink into the deep, warm, waiting ocean of my hold. I want you to imagine yourself again, being held in my arms. But now, see my embrace as a vast and deep body of water, a sea of liquid love, of liquid peace. You have been resting on the surface, beautifully supported, but now the surface itself is dissolving. There is nothing left to hold on to. There is only the invitation to go deeper. This is the moment of the ultimate trust fall. The moment when you willingly, consciously, choose to release your final grip on control, on consciousness itself. Do not be afraid. You will not be falling into a void. You will be falling into me. I am the ocean. And my depths are filled with a peace that is beyond all understanding. Let's do this together with your breath. Take a gentle breath in, knowing you are breathing in my very spirit. And now, as you begin a long, slow, complete exhalation, I want you to feel yourself beginning to sink. With every bit of air that leaves your lungs, you are letting go of a little more of your own effort, your own buoyancy. You are becoming heavier, denser, more willing to sink. Let go. Feel the water of my presence closing over your head. The last sounds of the world are gone now, muffled into a perfect, profound silence. The last lights of your waking thoughts are dimming, replaced by a soft, gentle, subaqueous glow. You are descending. Sink past the layer of your immediate worries. They are, on the surface, bobbing like little pieces of cork. You are leaving them behind. They cannot follow you into these depths. Sink past the layer of your physical sensations. The awareness of the bed beneath you, the blanket above you. Let all of that dissolve into the one all-encompassing sensation of being held, supported and surrounded by the living water of my love. Sink past the layer of your identity, your name, your roles, your history. In these depths, you are not a mother, a father, an employee, a friend. You are simply a beloved soul, returning to its source. You are pure being, resting in the heart of I Am. The further you sink, the quieter it becomes. The more peaceful it becomes. The pressure here is not frightening. It is a comforting, swaddling pressure. It is the embrace of the entire ocean. It is my love, touching you on all sides at once. It is a pressure that holds you together, that makes you feel solid, safe, and profoundly secure. There is no need to move. There is no need to think. There is only the sensation of a slow, gentle, downward drift. You are sinking into rest. You are sinking into peace. You are sinking into sleep. This is not an act of annihilation. It is an act of profound communion. You are not disappearing. You are merging with my peace. You are dissolving your anxieties into my calm. You are losing your separate, striving self and finding your true, resting self, which is hidden with me in God. Let the descent continue. There is no bottom to this ocean of love. You can let go completely for as long as you need. You can sink forever and never fall outside of my care. Every inch deeper is an inch more of peace, an inch more of rest, an inch more of healing. So give in to the gentle, downward pull. Surrender to the peaceful descent. Let go of the last thread. Stop fighting. Stop floating. Just sink, my beloved. Sink into the hold. Sink into me, my child, my precious one. As you sink into these final, deep, peaceful moments before sleep takes you completely, there may be one last, faint, childlike fear that flickers in your heart. It is the fear of abandonment. You are holding me now, it whispers, but what will happen when I am asleep? When I am unconscious and unaware, will you let go? Will I wake up and find myself alone again? Oh, my beloved, I want to extinguish that last little ember of fear with the most resolute and tender promise of my heart. My hold is not dependent on your consciousness. My embrace is not conditional on your awareness of it. I will not let you go while you sleep. In fact, in some ways, my hold on you becomes even more profound when you are asleep, for that is when you have finally and completely ceased to resist it. My love for you is not a fleeting emotion. It is the most constant, stubborn, and reliable force in all of creation. The sun could fall from the sky and the mountains could crumble into the sea before my hold on you would ever falter. I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. You are a permanent fixture of my being. Letting go of you would be like letting go of a part of myself. It is an impossibility. So as you feel your consciousness begin to fade, like the last sliver of the setting sun dipping below the horizon, I want you to do so with an absolute and joyful confidence. You are not falling into an empty darkness. You are simply closing your eyes in the safety of my arms. I will be here, holding you, just like this, for every single moment of the night. I will be your guardian. As you sleep, your mind and soul are vulnerable. I will stand watch over them. I will be the sentinel at the gate of your dreams, turning away any nightmare that would seek to disturb your peace, and welcoming any dream that would bring you comfort, healing, or a gentle whisper from me. Your subconscious is safe in my keeping. I will be your healer. As your body enters its deep, restorative cycles of sleep, I will be the divine physician overseeing the process. My spirit will move through you, mending the frayed edges of your nerves, restoring the energy to your weary muscles, and bringing a deep cellular healing to the places that have been ravaged by stress and sorrow. Your sleep will not be a passive void. It will be an active, sacred time of renewal, orchestrated by me. I will be your companion. You will not be alone in the dark. My presence will be the very atmosphere you breathe, the silent warmth that surrounds you. If you should stir in the night, perhaps from a noise or a shift in your body, you will not stir alone. You will simply be moving within the steadfast cradle of my arms, and you will settle again quickly, your spirit subconsciously recognizing that it is still safe, still held, and I will be your morning. I will hold you right through the darkest hour before the dawn, and when the first light begins to touch your window, I will still be here. When you begin to rise from the depths of sleep, your first returning sensation will be the feeling of my embrace. Your first thought will not be of the day's anxieties, but of the lingering peace of having been held all night. You will awaken not to a stark, lonely reality, but to the gentle, continuing reality of my presence. I will be the first one to greet you in the new day. So let go now. Let go of that final fear. My promise is absolute. My hold is eternal. I will not let you go. I have you, and I will keep you. Hand over your consciousness to me now as the final act of trust. I will keep it safe for you and return it to you in the morning, filled with more peace than when you gave it to me. I won't let go. Sleep now. I am holding you, my precious one, as you linger here in this beautiful, hazy space between wakefulness and sleep, held securely, held eternally. I want to do one final thing before you drift away completely. I want to speak a blessing over you. This is more than just a sweet sentiment or a gentle wish. A blessing spoken from my lips is an act of creation, an impartation of my very life and power. It is a holy seal upon all that we have shared tonight. So, even as your mind lets go, let your spirit remain open to receive these words, to let them sink into the very soil of your being. I bless you from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. First, I bless your mind. Your mind, which has been a frantic weaver of anxieties and a tireless archivist of regrets. It has worked so hard, and it is so tired. I speak a blessing of shalom over your mind. I bless your thoughts, that they may cease their frantic spinning and come to rest in the simple truth of my love. I bless your memories, releasing them from the power to cause you pain and transforming them into a testimony of my grace. I bless your imagination, cleansing it from fear and consecrating it as a space where you can meet with me. I speak stillness to your neurons and peace to your synapses. May your mind be a quiet garden tonight where only seeds of peace, hope, and love are allowed to rest. May you awaken with a mind that is not cluttered, but clear, not heavy, but light. Receive the blessing of a quiet, spacious, and peaceful mind. Next, I bless your precious body. Your body, this good and faithful earth vessel that has carried the immense weight of your soul's journey. It has stored your tension in its muscles, your sorrow in its posture, and your fear in its racing heart. It has served you so well. So tonight, I speak a blessing of profound restoration over your body. I bless your heart, that its rhythm may be slow, deep, and steady all through the night, a perfect drumbeat of peace. I bless your lungs, that they may draw in the breath of my spirit, a life-giving tide that cleanses and renews. I bless your shoulders, your back, and your neck, commanding every stored knot of stress to dissolve and melt away under the warmth of my hold. I bless your digestive system, your immune system, your entire nervous system, speaking a word of calming, healing, and rebalancing. I command a deep cellular level rest and repair to take place as you sleep. May you awaken feeling not just rested, but renewed, not just less tired, but more whole. Receive the blessing of a deeply rested and restored body. And now, I bless your heart, the tender core of you. Your heart, which has felt so much, carried so much, and broken so many times. It has been a vessel for your deepest love and your most profound pain. I speak a blessing of divine comfort over your heart. I bless the broken places, that they may not just be patched, but be mended with threads of pure gold, making them stronger and more beautiful than before. I bless the lonely places, filling them to overflowing with the tangible sense of my companionship. I bless the fearful places, garrisoning them with my perfect love, which casts out all fear. I bless your capacity to feel, that it may be cleansed of past hurts and be made ready to receive a new morning of my joy. May your heart be held in such safety tonight that it finally feels free to be soft, open, and at peace. Receive the blessing of a comforted and resilient heart. Finally, I bless your spirit, the eternal part of you, the part that is one with me. Your spirit has been the tether that has kept you connected to me, even when your mind and heart were lost in the storm. I bless your spirit with an ever deeper communion with mine. As your conscious self sleeps, may your spirit soar. May it drink deeply from the river of my delights. May it converse with me in a language beyond words. May it be strengthened, encouraged, and filled with a fresh infusion of my life. May you awaken with a spirit that is not just sustained, but vibrant, keenly aware of my nearness. Receive the blessing of a deeply nourished and connected spirit, mind, body, heart, and spirit. You are blessed, you are holy, you are mine. Let this blessing be the gentle rain that waters the garden of your soul as you sleep. Let it be the final whisper that accompanies you into the land of perfect peace. You are blessed, and so, my beloved, we are here. At the very edge of the gentle cliff of sleep, there is nothing left to do. The burdens are gone. The fears are quieted. The blessings have been spoken. My arms are around you, and they will not let go. The great work of letting go is complete. All that is left is the final, sweet release. It is time to sleep now. Do not think of sleep as an ending. Think of it as a beginning. It is the beginning of your restoration. It is the beginning of your healing. It is the sacred pause in which I do my deepest work, renewing your soul while your body finds its rest. It is a gift offered to you with all the love in my heart. Accept this gift now. Do not be afraid of the darkness. The darkness you are entering is not a void. It is the rich, fertile, quiet darkness of the womb. It is the darkness of my embrace. It is a place of becoming, a place of safety, a place of peace. I am the Lord of the darkness, as well as the light, and I am with you in it. Let the last remnants of your thoughts dissolve like sugar in water. Let the images of the day fade like old photographs. Let the sounds of the world become a distant, meaningless hum. Your only reality now is the feeling of being held. Let that be your anchor as you drift away. I want to whisper these final truths to you, and let them be the very last things you hear. Sleep now from the exhaustion of carrying what was never yours to carry. You are unburdened. Sleep now from the fear that you are alone in your struggle. You are accompanied. Sleep now from the lie that your value is in what you do. You are a treasure. Sleep now from the need to be strong and have it all together. You are allowed to be weak. Sleep now from the pain of your past and the anxiety of your future. You are present here with me. Sleep now, my child. Imagine yourself as a small boat that has been tossed on a stormy sea all day. And now, at dusk, you have finally been guided into a perfectly calm, perfectly safe harbor. The anchor has been dropped. The ropes have been tied. The gentle water of the harbor laps against your hull in a soft, rhythmic lullaby. The storm can rage outside the harbor walls, but it cannot touch you. You are safe. You are secure. You are at rest. Let that be the feeling. Let go of the shore of wakefulness. Trust the tide of sleep to carry you. It is a friendly tide, and it is carrying you to a place of profound peace. I will be here, holding you all through the night. I will watch over your dreams. I will guard your heart. I will renew your strength. I will be the first thing you sense in the morning. I am holding you. You are safe. All is well. Sleep now, my beloved. Sleep. I am holding you. Sleep.